Welcome back to Corporate, Classy, but Please Come Correct podcast. I am your host, Alberta Thomas. Thank you once again for tuning in to my second episode. I am so excited about the first one. I was literally telling myself, I'm like, listen, when I record some of these podcasts ahead of time, I'm like, oh my God, I'm sick. How am I going to get this done? Should I release this because I sound so stuffy? So I released it anyway because I'm like, listen, we are sick sometime, and sometimes we got to push it through when we're dedicated to getting something done and just being committed to getting something done. So I am excited to continue on this journey and be able to continue to talk, to express different things to you. Also, I want you guys to know you will not just be hearing my voice on my podcast series, on my Sunday Soul Sessions. You will not just be getting me. You're going to get some special guests who's been a part of this journey with me. It gives them the time and space to share their personal growth as they navigated life too. Because there's so many different approaches out there, and we all can learn from the different experiences. So I'm super excited for you guys to partake and be a part of that as well. So let's kind of reflect. I would tell you the last episode, you guys heard me talk a lot about me transitioning from the South over to the Pacific Northwest, which I enjoy, and how important it is to make sure we go beyond our comfort zones to get things done. Because a lot of times, we miss a lot of our blessings and a lot of good things because we're in our own way to get those things accomplished. So when you literally operate in a place of not having fear at all, and if you guys hear planes on this podcast, let me stop right now. I am literally sitting in a hotel near the airport because I do travel for work. And I'm like, let me get a session in. I got time this morning. Let me get a session in. And it's like immediately, as soon as I hit play, every single plane want to take off. So if you hear little planes going off in the background, I have the luxury of literally looking out the window and watching the planes take off right now. So it's pretty awesome. But I talk a lot about making sure you get out of your own way to expand and get out there to do something different, and don't be comfortable, right? And so I think on top of that, when we talk about not being comfortable, I think it also takes another level of self-awareness and sometimes the extra work that we have to do on the back end before we can get to that point in life. And I would say definitely for me, I had to do a lot of self-evaluation, a lot of self-work, self-growth, a lot of me time to accomplish a lot of the things that I had to get done, right? And that I wanted to get done. So in this episode, I really want us to be able to dive in, and I want to share my process around self-awareness and how important it is to understand what your needs are and making sure that you are standing up for yourself and that you're advocating for yourself, and that it's okay to understand, when you see that growth opportunity, or if you see that opportunity that you kind of keep shying away from because you don't want to tap into it. And maybe because it's too deep and you don't want to touch it. Because sometimes we have fear of attacking those things that's opportunities within ourselves. Maybe it was something from upbringing. Maybe it was something that triggered you along the way as you continue to grow in life. Whatever the case may be, I feel like a lot of times we don't want to even tap onto none of those things. Again, out of fear and wanting to protect ourselves and stay in that comfort zone. But I really, truly learned my best once I'm able to identify what my true opportunities are and how I can attack those things, right? And so I think it's important to understand in those current moments in time that you have to figure out, how can I allow myself to be fully open and committed to opening myself up to myself and releasing everything that bothers me or is triggering for me, right? And so I have a process on how I attack those things. And you guys will see along the journey on how I attack some of those things. And my process is very simple. And it's one thing that I never used to do at all. Never. When I tell you never, never. And that is journaling. Like, I make journaling a priority for me to express myself and to say whatever it is that I have to say. And it allowed me to realize, like, okay, let me navigate through what I just put on this paper, right? And let me sit in it for a little bit. And so that's what I do. That's how I process things. Like, I sit in it for a little bit. And then as I'm sitting and navigating, literally, if you were to ever look at my journal, and maybe I'll share some little clips of it, I literally have like arrows going from different direction because I'm trying to figure out, okay, so this part of this, why do I feel this way? Okay, I probably feel like this because of X, Y, and Z. And I got arrows coming out like I'm in school or something. But it helps me really tap into those deep layers of why I respond to certain things a certain type of way, or why it makes me feel a certain type of way. And so also, we also have feelings in there that are just like, why are you even thinking about that? That's not even a case, especially when you already made up a whole story about yourself or about a situation. And you just feel like it was right because you made it up. And that's me. Like, I tend to think I know everything. And by me doing that, I know exactly what's going to happen. I get that gut feeling. As soon as I get that feeling, I know exactly what it's going to turn out to be. And pretty much just trusting your intuition, but also making sure that you understand where it stems from is super important. And so when we talk about journaling, I would tell you I make it a priority to journal in the morning and at night before I go to bed. And so I am on a Pacific time zone, right? So I'm 3 hours from the east side of my job and of life. So all of my family and friends are on that East Coast time. I'm on a different time. And so I literally dedicate myself to waking up between 5 and 5:30 every single morning. And in that time frame, I know within an hour or 2 hours, like, that is my dedicated time to myself. And when I tell you, like, I don't really listen to anything from work, I don't check no emails really, I really sit and dedicate my time to myself because I know no one is really going to bother me because they know what time it is. And they know I'm probably asleep, right? But that is my quiet time. Like, my phone do not come off of do not disturb until about 7, right? But it's important to take that time. I don't care if it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour, 2 hours out of the day. Take that time to reflect on yourself, on life, on what took place that day. Like, it is okay to give yourself some time for yourself. And I'm a big advocate for that. You can ask anybody, ask any of my friends, any of my family. Like, I am an advocate for myself because I think ultimately, especially with me leading a team of about 80 people, and especially with me wanted to create relationships and continue to have long-lasting relationships, I want to be able to make sure I am good and that I am okay and that I can control my emotions and my feelings and work on my opportunities so I can be able to be my best self for people around me, whether that's my family, my friends, my work family. I want to make sure that I am completely good with myself. And so some of the things that I always ask myself when I'm first journaling, I'm literally looking like, okay, let me just lay it all out. Like sometimes my journaling portion is bullet points, or sometimes it's paragraphs, or it just goes all over the place. but it helps me just get it off my chest. And sometimes when I journal, I leave it there because that's where it needs to be. Like me taking time to write and navigate through my thoughts and feelings, I'm able to determine if it needs to stay here or if I need to revisit something or go back here at a later date or something like that. And it's helped me tremendously. I would tell you, I really started journaling once I met my life coach, and you guys will meet her soon on one of my Sunday Soul sessions. It is deep, and you guys will get to see how we met, what it turned out to be. And it's just a really great story that I think most of the time, us women, we don't even talk about those things. But anyway, let me get back on topic. But I started with my life coach because she realized that I had a lot of things on my mind that I needed to release and get off of my mind. And in the process of me doing that, I literally detached. I detached from friendships. I detached from relationships because I know ultimately at that period when I started journaling a couple of years ago that I needed to make sure that I am dedicating time for me. I needed it to be about me. I needed to make sure I continue to love me, respect me, give myself grace, and whatever I'm dealing with in my 30s, let me navigate through that, because I didn't navigate through that through my 20s, right? And so by her allowing me to journal and showing me how to journal, and also being able to deep dive into the thoughts and the feelings and where that comes from and how to navigate that, oh my God, it's been absolutely nothing but amazing. My life coach is amazing. Like, I am an advocate for life coaches, therapists, mentors. I'm an advocate for them because they will help you navigate a lot in life. And I think it's super important to understand that I personally don't know everything. I want to be able to freely say whatever I gotta say, and that no one judge me, and that I'm able to figure it out so I can control my feelings and manage my trauma and not allow any of those things to consume my life, to consume my relationships. And I think ultimately, as I continue to get older, and I can remember my dad or my mom telling me back in the day, like, you want to embrace the times of being young. Don't rush yourself with trying to be an adult. Like, enjoy this. I now understand what they mean by that. I really, truly understand what they really meant by that. But I would tell you, what I love the most about getting older is that I'm more aware. I'm more aware of what I do, what I say, how I say it, and I'm learning and I'm more wiser. And it's just a amazing feeling to have as I continue to grow and as I continue to get older. And I embrace that. And that's the beauty of it. Embracing learning from experiences and things of that nature. So I am loving it all. So when I tell you self-awareness is everything, like taking care of yourself and your heart and your mind and your body is everything. And I would tell you, I'm at a spot now where, of course, we all got opportunities, where I feel like, okay, I got my mind right, and it's continuing to get right. I got my career going great. So now let me tap into that opportunity, and that's fitness. So that's the hurdle that I'm at right now, is being able to mentally get myself to a place where I need to take my booty to the gym. Because I want to be able to continue to have my life and enjoy my life with no problem in my 30s, in my 40s, in my 50s, 60s, and forever long I'm going to be here. So I am super, super stoked to see if you guys take some things away from being self-aware. And I think when you advocate for yourself, and I'll tell you, when I advocate for myself, I challenge myself with so much love, okay? So much love, tender, and care. Like, I love on me. I pamper myself. If I'm having a bad day and I want to go out and have some ice cream, or then I want to go out and buy a nice, cute purse or a pair of sneakers or whatever, I'm going to do that for myself, right? Because I deserve the finer things. I deserve to make sure my heart is good, and I deserve to make sure I'm taking care of myself, right? And so I also learned that no judgment. Like, it's important to meet yourself where you are at, right? And that's how I tell my team all the time, like, I'm meeting you where you are. Let's start right now. We don't even have to worry about going backwards. Let's start with where you are right now, and let's create and go forward. And so I enjoy it. Enjoy continuing to see myself evolve and grow. Another thing that I really took into consideration as I'm advocating for myself is just making sure I focus on my needs first. Like, my needs are first before honestly taking on anything else. And I know that could be a tough one and a tricky one, especially if you have a family, if you have kids. And of course, I can't relate because I don't have kids or anything of that nature, but I can relate to how I felt when I know people that I've been around, or if I know that they haven't put themselves first, but they're trying to pour everything into other people. I personally know what that feels like because I've been there and I've done that. And so making sure that you take care of yourself first so you can be able to continue to take care of your kids, your family, continue to do the things that you want to do. And it comes with self first. And so, and taking time to really sit with yourself, like have your quiet space, your quiet moments, do something fun that you like to do. Like, I love going to the movies. I love just walking around, going to the stores. I would tell you, since I moved to Oregon, I'm loving and starting to like being outside. So like hiking, going to see like waterfalls, because we have beautiful waterfalls. Like, I love to just be outdoor. And it's crazy because in the South, you couldn't pay me to go outside because it's so hot and humid. But I enjoy it. Those are the things that I enjoy to do. Like, I enjoy silence. I enjoy being in a place by myself and just outside breathing the fresh air of Oregon, because the air here is amazing. And just manifesting the life that you want and putting that work in. I talked about that before. You cannot just manifest and expect it to come to you. It's not going to happen. It's not. You have to work. You have to work at what you're trying to do and where you're trying to go. And just making sure that you find the opportunities, but also allow yourself to thrive in those opportunities. That's a big one for me. And so I think it's just super important. Like, take time for yourself, feel things out, like check yourself, like check your mental health, make sure you're good. So you can be good for everyone else that's around you. Like, that's ultimately my goal. I want to be good for anybody else that I come in contact with. But the only way I'm going to be able to do that is if I really take time for myself, embrace myself, continue to grow and learn and evolve, and all of those beautiful things that I am so loving that's happening right now. And so I hope you guys were able to get something from this episode. I am just super excited about this journey. Like I told you guys, please, please, please follow me on Facebook. I have my own Facebook page for all women, especially my Black women, called Corporate Classy. Follow my page. You can follow my personal page on Facebook at Alberta Thomas, or you can follow me on Instagram or TikTok at Bravo CC. And just ride with me through this journey, and it's gonna be great. I promise you, you're gonna get something from out of every single episode that you touch, that you listen to. And don't forget, my website is out there on the bios. If you click on my website, you'll be able to see the articles that's being posted after each episode. So just like, comment, subscribe. If you have questions, let me know. Send them to me. If you want to be a guest on one of my episodes, please let me know. Like, I want this space to be created for my lovely women out there who know someone can learn something from you, who want to embrace being able to share your personal story. I have this space for us. I feel like it's not enough space for us women out there. And I want to make sure I do my part as a woman, as a strong Black woman, and give you that space. And it's going to be great. It's just getting started. I'm excited. Again, thank you for tuning in to Corporate Classy, but Please Come Correct podcast. Until next time, peace.